Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey everybody, this is the Digital Asset Investor. I'm going to show you a couple of things that were sent to me from my James Bond guy at ECOSSEXRP1. He sends me good information all the time on from Twitter, and you need to follow him. So go check him out. First, I'm going to start with this. I told you the other day that my picks for 2019 would be number 1, XRP, number 2, Cardano, which is ADA, and number 3, Tron, which is TRX. Well, here's the reason behind Tron. This came out today. I told you before that Tron had bought BitTorrent, which is like a decentralized platform. It reminds me kind of like what Napster was, but it's for all media. It's like for pictures and video and all sorts of things. But what they're trying to do is create a peer-to-peer decentralized platform for content creators, so that nobody can shut anyone down because they think that something is not the type of speech they agree with, or this or that. So it's pure free speech. Well, more importantly not more importantly, but what's important as an investor in TRX, Tron, is that they are combining the BitTorrent platform with Tron-based tokens. They've just come out with the token. BitTorrent, a leader in peer-to-peer protocols and products, today announced a token that aims to expand upon its vision of decentralized internet. The new token, called BitTorrent, BTT, will be issued by the BitTorrent Foundation, and this is a Tron-based token. They call it a TRC-10. Just like the way that Ethereum went through the roof last year, now Tron is stepping up to the plate, and they're going to have tokens that are being built underneath Tron, the Tron token. This is huge, folks, because this is a real use case. These tokens are going to be used to pay, I think, content providers as well as people who store content. And so this is going to get really, really interesting, because BitTorrent already has like 100 million users. These guys are trying to create a decentralized platform that will compete with some of the big boys that are centralized. So keep your eyes on this. Interesting. Okay, he also sent me this. First, before I go to what he sent, this is what I showed you this morning about. I was talking about ErisX. ErisX is going to be probably the equivalent of Bakkt and Fidelity digital assets. It's been put together by a lot of Wall Street people, and I mentioned today that they said that they're backed partially by TD Ameritrade, and TD Ameritrade is going to let its 11 million customers trade through ErisX. So, and I mentioned that XRP is not one of the digital assets that they're going to list initially. I wanted to tell you this because of what was sent to me. This was a tweet, okay, that he had sent out. This is a tweet from ErisX, and they're tweeting an article about New York becomes the first U.S. state to create a crypto task force. The task force of experts will help us strike the balance between having a robust blockchain industry and cryptocurrency and economic environment, while at the same time protecting New York investors and consumers. So ErisX cares about New York creating this task force so that they can list digital assets that are approved and are okay for New York investors. Well, this is the article that they were tweeting. Well, this is another version of that article that was put out today. New York lawmakers highlight potential of Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, and Litecoin create new cryptocurrency task force. It says Governor Andrew Cuomo of New York State has signed the Digital Currency Study Bill, which creates a digital currency task force to explore the effects of digital currencies on financial markets in the state. down here it says, this is from, according to their announcement, okay, this is from their announcement. Cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and Ripple are digital assets designed to work as a medium of exchange that uses strong cryptography to secure transactions. Well, they wouldn't be talking about Ripple in this statement, in this announcement that they put out, unless Ripple was going to be in the club. And so I tell you that just so you know that ErisX, if they care about what New York's doing with this crypto task force, and the task force is talking about Ripple right out of the gate, that is a good sign for XRP at some point being listed on ErisX, probably sooner rather than later. And for that reason, I wanted to mention it to you. This article also came out today, and I'm not going to go through all the details of it, but it was like a confirmation. At least 12 companies have confirmed that they are working to adopt XRP-based solution XRapid. So not only is Ripple employing the first use case for digital assets, it's employing the first 12 examples of use case in motion in real production. And so this is important. And this is 12. Think about how many there will be by the end of 2019. It's going to be very exciting. And finally, you have got to go watch this video, people. I want you to see this. I talked about the DX exchange. They're going to be the first exchange that I'm aware of who are going to tokenize actual stocks. They're going to do it with, from what I read, they're going to do it with Google, Amazon, Facebook, and there was a couple more. One of them was Tesla, I believe. Well, if you watch this video, look what it says. It says investors will be able to buy fractions of a share. You'll be able to trade these digital stocks when the exchanges are closed. And I can't remember if it says in here that they settle in real time, but I'm sure that's a part of it. Combine best of both worlds, blockchain technology with traditional stock investments. But the point, this little video they've put out really gives you a good snapshot about how the world is about to change, because just the two things that they mentioned in there, you having the ability to buy a fraction of a share of stock. Imagine Berkshire Hathaway is a great example. That stock is thousands of dollars, but imagine to all of a sudden have a tokenized version of that where you have the same ownership, but you can buy a percentage, whatever percentage of that stock that you want to. How cool will that be? How will that change the world? The answer to that is it'll change the world completely. When all of these, but what I want to go back to before I leave you is that when they tokenize the world like this, remember XRP and these digital assets, there's going to be, Fidelity said it in a video I did the other day. I think his name was Tom Jessup, the guy that's going to run Fidelity Digital Assets. Remember what he said. He said that you're going to have two types of digital assets. The first is going to be digital assets like XRP that are digital assets that exist because of the blockchain technology itself. Then you're going to have digital assets that are the tokenizations of existing assets, like real estate, stocks, bonds, gold, you name it, okay? But what's important is that on the same platforms, the platforms across platforms and across the world, you're gonna have mixed all of those trillions of dollars that are in all of those assets. You'll be able to flow from XRP. You'll be able to go from a Facebook stock or shares of that stock, of that digital stock, and go into XRP. And so the liquidity will be tremendous. It will be, like I said this morning, it will be multiple trillions of dollars. Whereas right now, XRP is only sitting on exchanges that have $130 billion. We're talking about XRP sitting on exchanges across the world where the liquidity, instead of $130 billion, is $100 to $200 trillion. I mean, we're talking about a whole new ball game. I'm the digital asset investor. I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe and hit the like button and tell your friends and family that they've got to watch this DX Exchange video. Thanks for listening.